Anyway, sorry about that again. Yeah, so I had done my exams. I was basically just walking around school for no reason. So I did all my exams. I was on the last week of term and I'd gone home ill. So I slept solidly. My mum came home. She was ill as well. But she came home and took me to CAMS earlier than expected. By this point, I was finding it really hard to breathe. I hadn't talked properly in about 3 weeks. I just wasn't talking. And then I went to CAMS and my mum literally had to hold me up to get me into the door. I had blue lips, I was cold, I couldn't move, I ached all over and my head was pounding. I went to CAMS and I got weighed, and my worker said, "Look, Claire, you've lost again. You need to, if you don't eat, we're gonna have to put you into a unit. Like, you should have been in a unit a long time ago. You shouldn't have sat your exams." So I guess that kind of hit home a little bit. Then she kind of explained to me that the reason that my head hurt, the reason that my head hurt was because you need like 5,000 calories a day just for your brain to work, and obviously I wasn't touching it at all, and basically I was dying in the nicest way possible. My body was shutting down. My chest pains, everything hurt. I couldn't feel anything. I didn't know where I was. It was basically what she said was, it's all just 2 weeks max. Like, I would die if I didn't sort myself out. I wouldn't be allowed on holiday, which was the week after, 2 weeks later. I wouldn't be allowed on holiday. I wouldn't be allowed to go, because if I went, there was a chance that I would come back either dead or extremely poorly. She then explained to my mum that she can put me in a unit. My mum did not want this. Basically, she saw it as a sign that she'd failed if I ended up in a unit. So my mum came home with me. I was so quiet because I was trying to take it all in. I couldn't understand why, because as far as I could see, I was fine. My mum then sat me down and said, "Look, she was really angry and she cried, and it wasn't fun at all." Basically, my mum then took me out of the last 3 days of school. There were only 3 days left, and she said, "Look, I'm a teacher. I know you don't do anything for the last 3 days of term, so I'm taking her out of school." And my head of sixth form, who is lovely and completely understands, she's known about this for a long time, said, "Yeah, that's fine, I totally understand." I was then put on an inpatient programme from home. Basically, CAMS have a new system since September last year. They don't like putting people in units, because if they put you in a unit, then you pick up like bad behaviours and it's really difficult for you to get better. So she said, like, if I was in a unit, I would be really bad, because my anorexia would feed off the fact that my friends and family weren't around, and my friends and family have been a huge support, and I've always been attached to my friends and family. So she put me on an IP programme from home, which basically is, my mum is in charge of my food. I have to wear baggy tops, so I can't feel if anything's tight or not. And basically I'm on bed rest. I can't do much and all of that. So I've been doing this for about 5 weeks now, maybe 6, I don't know. Anyway, for a while now. It's been the longest journey of my life. It's been painful. Definitely what they say about the damage being shown more when you're recovering is very true. My brain started to register pains, and things just have started to crop up now that, are results of me starving myself to death. So I've been doing this for a while and I have made progress. They ask for 0.5 or something every week. I have been making really good progress. I've challenged myself every day, thanks to my twinnie, Emily, on Instagram, and I've just been trying my hardest to push Anna to her limits. She's got a lot louder, it's got a lot more difficult to deal with, but it's beneficial, I think. Like, I want to live and I want to have a happy life, I want to be a mum, and there's so much that I want to do, so it's kind of just like, it puts things into perspective. Like, you either want to recover or you don't. I didn't want to, but at the same time I didn't want to die. So since I've been doing this, I've been feeling a lot better. My friends have all been coming back. The ones that I had lost have all been coming back. My other friends are so proud of me. I've made my mum cry a lot of times because of this. And it's just been, it's been hard, but it's been worth it, definitely. Instagram is definitely a massive part of my recovery. Without Instagram, I would really struggle. If you don't follow me on Instagram, again, it's Wish for Recovery 97. There are so many supportive people out there, so many. It's unbelievable the support I've got. My twinnie Emily, Brie, everybody, it's just so many people will just stick by you and help you and give you advice when you need it, and it's so nice because they understand you and they know where you're coming from. So Instagram is an extremely supportive community. Obviously it's not great if you're still in the grips of yours, because it can make you very competitive, but for me it's been really good and it's really worked. I also write a blog, Edie There Is Hope, at blogspot.uk or something, but with those it's really helped. I also made my own recovery booklet, stuff to do, activities, and it has helped unbelievably. So honestly, if you're in between recovery and your eating disorder, choose recovery. It's painful, it's long, but it is worth it, and you can do it. If you challenge yourself every day and you manage to get to a point where your brain works again, it's so beneficial, and it really, really works, because you don't deserve to die. You do deserve food, and you do deserve a life. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed my video. I'm sorry it took me so long to actually do it, and I'm sorry about the interruptions halfway through. But if you liked it, then like the video, and let me know if you want to see any more. Thank you.